Hello, and welcome to Horror Rewind. This is Kelly Florence,
And this is Campbell Florence.
and we're coming to you live from the Thursday night premiere of The Prodigy. So, just so you know, we're going to briefly give a review without spoiling anything, and then we're going to get into some spoilers. So, initial thoughts. The reason that we came and we wanted to make sure to see opening night of this movie is because we had seen the trailer, and if you've seen this trailer, it was freaking freaky, where the little boy's like, "Mommy, I'm scared," and he walks down the hallway, and then she's like, "Come here, baby," and then all of a sudden, like when they're about to hug, he turns into this full-grown man. And literally, like the first time we saw this preview, we audibly like screamed and jumped. So I kept waiting for that moment, and it did not disappoint.
Yeah, it didn't.
And the premise, of course, is that this boy is possessed by someone who he's reincarnated into. This guy is reincarnated into this boy's body, and they think he's a genius and a prodigy because he's way ahead of his time and everything, but really it's because this adult is living in him. So just briefly, I think it was good. It was probably a little bit too built up for me because I was looking for more, and I'll get into that with spoilers. What are your initial thoughts without spoilers?
It was a good movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Did it scare you as much as you thought it was going to?
Yeah, it did. It did.
So getting into some spoilers, the initial setup is, there's this creepy serial killer guy, and he ends up getting reincarnated into this baby. And I thought that was good. It was interesting. And it's a really creepy concept because creepy kids freak me out. And like if you had done creepy things when you were little, Leanna still does some creepy things, but that's like my worst nightmare, so please don't scare me.
I won't.
And so there was just some moments that were like really freaky. There's a moment that we didn't see in the trailer. Here's a spoiler. It's a jump scare where the boy's face sort of morphs into an adult, and that freaked us out.
Yeah, that was pretty scary, and it was unexpected, and it was very unexpected.
And then a couple other moments that were good and creepy, just like him having weird dreams and speaking in Hungarian, and then just some weird things that he would do. Like he was, oh my God, when after the really scary scene in the hallway, he came and laid with his mom and had his hand on her. And I was like, oh no, if this turns to an adult hand or something, I'm going to freak out. It didn't. But he's just like, "Mommy, do you promise to always love me no matter what I do?" And like, that's just a weird thing to say. Like, regardless if he's just troubled or if he's being possessed by a serial killer, either way, it's not okay.
Yeah.
So it lost me a little bit when the mother's bringing him to this child psychologist, and they translate the tape, and they find it's Hungarian, and instead of being like, oh, maybe he's got DID or something, they're like, oh, have you heard of reincarnation? It was kind of like, really? I don't know if these medical professionals would go there. So it lost me a little bit, but I know a lot of people believe in that. What did you think? I mean, did you think that was believable or not?
I don't know. Kind of. It kind of makes sense, but then it kind of doesn't. It's weird.
So I don't know. It lost me a little bit there. And then, they're like, oh, what did he come back for? And there's this one victim that got away. So because they committed to that, I mean, they had to follow through with that plot, and there was just no way out of it. Oh my God. The credits are rolling, and they have the boy humming. Again, that's really creepy during the credits. So, they had to follow through with that, and there's not going to be a happy ending. Not that there needed to be a happy ending, but there was literally no solution that was going to end up with everybody alive and okay. And maybe that's okay that like we saw that coming, but that's the other place I had a problem. Like, okay, well, either he's going to kill this surviving woman or she's going to have to, and they're not going to get away with it.
Yeah.
One option, I guess, if I'm rewriting it, would be maybe, he did kill that woman, but then he pretends that he's Miles and they run away and go live on an island together. But then we see, like, the last scene that he's still the bad guy or something. I don't know. I mean, that's not a happy ending, but at least the mother lives. I mean, my goodness.
Oh yeah, and the ending scene about how they talk about how in that scene where he said, "Will you love me no matter what?" How that was like his last words to his mother before the serial killer soul fully took over his body. And then like the camera kind of cuts away, and then there's a gunshot, and she's pointing like a gun to his head. And then we find out that and then we find out that like a farmer actually like shot her because she was pointing the gun at him. So then he shot her, and then the ending is like Miles is in a place where he's gonna stay until his dad recovers from a car crash. Uh, and the like final like moment is he's looking in the mirror, and then when it shows the mirror, it's like the fully grown man looking back.
Yeah, it's disturbing. It's creepy. You know, we are, Meg and my book, the Science of Monsters, is coming out in the fall, and we have a chapter on child killers, like children who kill and or killed. And that scene, there's a scene in the elementary school, and Miles, like, this kid won't give up his lab partner, so he goes and gets um, a a tool and just starts hitting the kid. And, like, that's so disturbing because, I mean, some kids are violent, not because they're being reincarnated by or not being possessed by reincarnated serial killers. I mean, at least I don't think so. But wow,
Yeah.
I just don't know. I mean, so it's disturbing on no matter the reason, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, let's rank this movie. What's a scale that we should use? What's something that stuck out to you from the movie? Oh God, we have to use severed hands.
Oh yes, severed hands.
0 to 10 is our scale. 0, you hated it. 10, you think it's a perfect movie. How many severed hands do you give The Prodigy?
I'd give it about like a 7 or an 8.
Okay, so maybe a fully severed hand and then a few fingers.
Yeah.
I am gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it 7 severed hands because I think it's a good movie. It's well made, great acting, some very creepy sequences. Like I said, the couple of things that I had a problem with, and maybe I'll get over it. I don't know, but just in this moment, that's how I'm feeling. So I would recommend it, and we're gonna go see Happy Death Day to You next week. So I'm excited about that one.
Me too.
Also, we had a couple good trailers. We had, of course, Pet Cemetery, which I'm so looking forward to. And then I got to see the Child's Play trailer, which I hadn't seen yet, and I am liking the look of it.
Yeah, me too. I like it.
Now, to make sure to tune in, um, like I said, for our Happy Death Day, that'll be our next fast forward episode. And then next week, we're back on with another rewind episode. So until next time, we'll see you in the horror section.
See you in the horror section.